Friday morning, 12 minutes past 8. Morris and Denise through until 9. Good morning. So for the last 2 or 3 months on the playlist, we've been playing a song by a local singer-songwriter, a young lady called Rebekah Fitch. The song is called Another Show, and it's fantastic, and we love it.
Lovely.
And you'll never guess what? She just happened to be walking past this morning, carrying a hugely heavy piano, and she just thought, I must call in and say hello. Good morning.
Good morning, how are you doing?
Very good, very good.
Thanks so much for having me.
Not at all. It's a pleasure, and looking forward to hearing the song live in the flesh, because I just think it's one of the best choruses I've heard in a long time.
Oh, thank you so much.
Great hook. So give us a wee bit of background. Rebekah Fitch, who, where, what, why, when?
Yeah, so I've kind of been releasing singles for the past year and a half. The first single I did was back not last June, but the June before. And before that, I was kind of writing songs and singing in school, that kind of thing. But the whole music business side of it is still quite new to me.
Yeah, it's a hard business.
It's tricky, but Belfast is really good for it. Everyone's really nice and very encouraging, which is amazing.
And you've had great support from sort of radio and from all over the place. You've been getting airplay left, right, centre. Your gigs have been well attended.
I've been very fortunate. But yeah, it does take a lot of hard work. There's a lot that goes into it, even before release. Recording and doing the video and trying to connect and meet people. But everyone's been very encouraging, which is class. Yeah.
Back in the old days, it was actually very difficult for bands to get any kind of exposure. Your dad, who's in the studio here with us this morning, he may remember those days. Nowadays, it does seem to be a bit easier, but it seems to be almost just as hard to get to get noticed, because there's so many people now have access to social media and stuff. How do you build up a fan base?
Well, that's something I'm still trying to work out.
Right, okay.
But like you're saying, it is true. There's an amazing platform for anyone now to go out and try and create a fan base and release music, which is amazing because so many people can do it, and you're getting a lot more music. But then you have to vie for that attention on the radio and with promoters and things. So it's a challenge, but it's amazing that everyone's been given the chance to do that. And I think that's why there's such a good community in Belfast now, because there's so many people here thinking, yeah, I can do this.
You can do it, yeah.
And there's people telling them, yeah, you can, go and do it.
Yeah. And you've just finished university?
Yeah, just graduated from Durham, so I've moved back home now. I'm based in Belfast again.
Okay. Anything to do with music in your studies, or was it just purely the music sort of the side bit?
No, music was my degree.
Yeah.
So my entire time over in Durham was just 100% music.
But that's great, because then you can devote all that time to being creative, to writing the stuff, to performing the stuff. It's all part of your degree.
I mean, in the few years before I went to uni, I kind of figured out that there's nothing else I'd rather study. Nothing would compare to it, because I just loved it so much. So it was great being able to study that and then do extracurricular things as well, because music's so broad. My degree was so broad, and you're learning about all the historical aspects and music from across the world and pop music and different composition techniques.
That sounds like my kind of degree.
Yeah.
Why did they not have these degrees when I was that age?
Are you influenced by anybody in particular?
Well, this is one of the things that I think my degree was really good for, because I focused on kind of electronic composition, and so I was exposed to a lot more experimental electronic stuff. So like Bjork was one that I really got introduced to at uni, and I've completely fallen in love with.
So Venus as a Boy is a great track.
Just her. Because I'm listening to it, now that I've got into it, and it's released, years ago, decades ago.
Shush, quiet, please, stop that. It's not actually that long ago when you're
so ahead of its time, and I just think that's incredible that I'm drawing inspiration from it as if someone's creating it right now, because a lot of my other influences would be more recent, like Lord, Florence and the Machine, Sia, that kind of thing, and Bjork is way ahead of all of those.
The music your dad listens to was decades ago, because Bjork's
good
quite
music was decades ago.
So what's happening for you now, Rebekah? What's the next stage? Are you looking at sort of management or publishing deals, or what's your route?
So this year I'm taking a year out to focus full time on music. So I've released 5 singles so far, and I've been in the studio over the summer to record more stuff, which is really exciting.
Good.
I'm kind of just in the mix stage for the next single, so it'll be out kind of end of October time. So working on that, trying to get that all lined up for the release date, and I'm also working on a few more tracks which will eventually be an EP kind of early next year, which is really exciting because
fantastic.
My style and my influences and my sound have really solidified in the past few years. The stuff I've released so far, I think is good, but I have a much more focused vision of the sound that I want to have, and my artistic vision. So it's really exciting to have that, more concrete now, and
ready
I
to
can
go.
show that to people and be like, this is what I'm about.
Ladies and gentlemen, live in the studio singing her last single, Another Show, this is Rebekah Fitch.
Bad dreams running wild in darkness, amplified, but you still see the smile I want you to see. They won't recognize the pain you try to hide, and you keep telling lies to keep them at peace. But it's cold inside the mind that once could set the skylight. At night, black velvet swallows you, and can you think of what it might be like if you felt nauseous every time you smile? Just an open comment eats you up inside, but is it all inside your mind? And it's been so long, but it won't let go. It's a mad world, but it's all you know. You can feel love, but you know it's close. So come on, wire it up, won't you glow? Put on another show. It's too hard to control this broken electric soul. It's too much. I don't know if I can be free, but you know you'll survive. You've been here 100 times, and still it's hard to find desire to be. But it's cold inside the mind that once could set the sky alight. At night, black velvet swallows you, and can you think of what it might be like if you felt nauseous every time you smile? Just an open comment eats you up inside, but is it all inside your mind? And it's been so long, but it won't let go. It's a mad world, but it's all you know. You can feel love, but you know it's close. So come on, wire it up, won't you glow? Put on another show. It's just a big blank space, so color me in. I wanna feel something, so I won't dive in. Look what a mess you've made, all covered in sin. And have you lost yourself 'cause you wanted to sing? And it's been so long, but it won't let go. It's a mad world, but it's all you know. You can't feel love 'cause you know it's close. So come on, wire it up, won't you glow? And it's been so long, but it won't let go. It's a mad world, but it's all you know. You can't feel love, but you know it's close. So come on, wire it up, won't you glow? Put on another show.
Rebekah Fitch.
Wow.
Live in the studio playing the Joanna.
Wow,
And
that's
everything.
amazing.
The piano playing's fantastic, but the voice.
Your voice.
What
thank
time
you
did
so
you get
much.
up at this morning? About 3 o'clock?
About 6:30.
To warm up your voice?
Yeah, I've been warming up for 3 hours.
Rebekah, that's fantastic. Thanks for coming in again.
Thank you so much for having me.
Not at all. Look forward to hearing the new single. And Dad.